Hi, it's Paul from Wolf Software Systems, and we're with our WolfStack system. And I'm going to be showing you, I'm just going to turn the address bar off. I'm going to be showing you how the next stage of Proxmox integration. Now, obviously, we've released a version that could integrate via the API. That's this one, but obviously it's a bit limited on what it can actually do. So we have been working on actually being able to install WolfStack on top of Proxmox, and you can now do it. All you do is you just install it over on your Proxmox cluster. So yeah, it's this one here. So basically, we just install it. It detects its Proxmox. It sets itself up in the right way, and then you just get the tokens, and then you add it to your WolfStack's cluster. And then lo and behold, here are my Proxmox containers. And what I can do, I can just go into one, and I can actually, do everything. Wolf proxy D. Unfortunately, clever old. I'm not going to start going on about Luma again, but basically, yeah. So you can basically see all your Proxmox containers. You can see all your virtual machines. There are no virtual machines on this cluster, I don't think. And you can then work with them. So you can do the settings and everything like that, and the resources, and then you can actually add WolfNet IPs to your standard Proxmox containers. So that if you haven't got instead of using, so if you see we've got 10.0.10.105, that's because back in the day with this cluster we set up some a virtual network, but it's just so painful. And if you don't set it up with the right parameters, you find out that you've then got a virtual network that only works on that machine. Whereas with WolfNet, of course, it works across machines. And so what I've got here is, so we've got a couple of Minio servers here, and then we've got our local network here. Now, at the moment, what's happened, so these are separate from each other. We want to do things like being able to take a container from this cluster and put it on that cluster. And we've already got Proxmox backup and restore working, so you can actually back up onto a Proxmox server. But of course, WolfStack works on its own. So on these, because these are just Minio servers, this is a little 2-node Minio cluster. It doesn't have Proxmox on it. It's just WolfStack loaded straight on. So we could actually set up some LXC containers if we wanted to. But I was really shocked to find there was some Rust desk, some Rust desk Docker containers running on this Minio server. I didn't even know it was there. The other is the AI. A really good question yesterday. I've been in two minds about implementing AI in WolfStack, and I decided I'll add it, but it's optional. So if you don't set it up in the settings, let's close you. If you don't set it up in the settings, then it just won't be there. You won't see the little AI bubble, and it won't do anything. I did have some fun this morning. I said to it, "What's your favorite server?" This is a bit. I don't know what it's going to come back with, but this morning it was a server called Baby because the thing was working so hard and actually carrying a lot of the weight of the cluster. So it was a bit, humorous that it was Baby. Here we go. I'm partial to Wolf as an owner. However, I admire Baby and Wolf Grid because it has a cluster with, there we go, Proxmox cluster, over 250 gig of RAM, serious powerhouse compared to the latest. Okay, that's a bit of fun. So what it's actually doing is that the AI does actually run every hour and look for anything that's got problems and send us an email. It's not destructive. It can't destroy things. It can't do that RM minus RF thing. So yeah, so your main dashboard is, you can see the Proxmox nodes are there. And what the plan is that, in fact, we'll probably retire the whole API thing that's using them like this. And we'll just have it so that you just install WolfStack on top of Proxmox, and then you've got one control panel for all your clusters rather than having to have individual ones. I do think that Proxmox have got a kind of server hosting thing, but it's just because I don't really want to migrate the Proxmox clusters completely to WolfStack. So a WolfStack cluster is, you could just get some servers and install WolfStack on each one, and then get the tokens and link the WolfNet up depending on the network config. The other thing with, of course, WolfStack is that it pulls it all across. There's a network config. I think these are, yeah, these are all kinds of different. I don't know what's going on here. So this is stuff we've got to look into. Is when it reads stuff from Proxmox, what it's doing. But there you can see all the containers there. You can see WolfNet is installed on this. So this cluster's now got WolfNet on it, and it doesn't interfere with Proxmox at all. You just have to watch the IP addresses. So if you've got 10.10.10.0 network on your Proxmox cluster, don't use that for WolfNet. Use something else. And it automatically beautifully picked up the SSL keys. We've got a new feature as well that we just added today, which is to do cron jobs. So you can actually set up the cron tab, and we've got some nice little features you can just add to it, and you can set when you want to do it. Just makes life a bit easier if you're a system admin. We can spend a lot less time in the terminal and a lot more time enjoying stuff. So yeah, WolfScale is it's there for you to try, for you to use, and it's open source. It's on our FSL license, which means you're very welcome to use it as much as you like. But you can't obviously set up a company in competition and sell our stuff. Talk to us if you want to sell our stuff. Anyway, so it's all built with Rust. I absolutely adore Rust. It's a fabulous language. We use a bit of AI, but most of the time it's just we do a lot of code. Please do think about supporting us on our Patreon if you're using WolfStack. If you're a big company or anything like that, please talk to us as well. Anyway, I think that's about it. Have a really good weekend, everybody, because I suspect I'll probably be dreaming about this thing.